Hey everybody, welcome back to We're Talking Accounting Everyday with LaQwanda Marie. I was going to do this episode on assets versus liabilities and the accounting equation, but I decided I'm going to hold off on that because that's a really good topic, especially breaking down accounting. Hold on, baby. All right, y'all, I'm back. I had to take a little mommy break. You know, parenting come first. But hold on, y'all. So I want to bring more awareness to the accounting industry. But besides that, I feel like people are watching and following, but nobody's engaging. So I need to get y'all to engage. I need to know what type of questions y'all have about your finances. And I can't help y'all unless y'all be more open and willing to talk about it. And I feel like people don't want to talk about it because finances is a touchy situation. But we got to be for real. Like, we all are struggling. Everybody is struggling. It don't matter if you're black, white, Asian. Like, none of that matters. Like, we all are struggling in this recession or inflation time in this country. I won't even say in this country because I look at the financial industry all around, and I was just looking at an article about the UK and how they were complaining about their pay and things of that nature. So we are all, as a human race, struggling. Okay, thank you. Thank you. No more. No more. Hold on, let me stop this. So, like I was saying, we can't be afraid to talk about our finances. And Ariana, nobody is working because they want to. We're working because we have to. And I'm a millennial, and I noticed that us millennials, we're not the type to be like, oh, we're going to work this one job our whole entire lives. Like our grandparents or even some of our parents, because some of us have older parents. We are more so like, we want to live, we want to work, we want to travel, we want to see the world. Whereas though they was just conditioned to work to survive. We're not working to survive anymore. In order for us to achieve financial freedom, we have to learn how to budget the little bit of finances we have now. We have to learn how to make side hustles and passive income. Passive income, side hustle, same thing. Sometimes I'm going to be using accounting words, and sometimes I'm just going to be talking to y'all like I would talk to my friends because, yes, I'm an accountant, but I'm that same old girl from South Philly, and I try to be professional, and I try to not be so vulgar, but I have a vulgar ass mouth, and I feel like I need to give it to y'all this way so y'all can understand it. Because if I talk to y'all like I talk to the executives in the offices or when I'm having meetings, y'all not going to dig what I'm saying. I need y'all to dig what I'm saying. I need y'all to know, like, we too can be successful as everybody else. But they had they had their foots on our necks for so long. And after I just took this marketing class, y'all, I have noticed the black community is always the targeted audience for everybody. We are targeted. They purposely do stuff for us to get our money. That's why we have no wealth. That's why we have no land. We have nothing. We just sometimes depend, not all of us, but some of us, depend on government assistance. And when that dry out or when that run out, what are we going to do? America has trillions of dollars in debt, and they owe the royal family, the Federal Reserve, them people. That's the royal family. Okay, they owe them trillions of dollars. We ain't never seen $1 trillion in our freaking lives. Some of us barely even seen six figures, and $100,000 is not a lot of money. On some shit, I'm close to making $100,000 now with my city job. And guess what? I'm still struggling just like y'all. So in order for me to help y'all and help myself, because this is also helping myself, this is my journey. This is my documentation to me getting my CPA, to becoming my own woman and having my own accounting firm. Because what I do for the city, they pay me pennies compared to what I can do if I had my CPA, which would be I would be a certified public accountant. It's nothing but a license, like you know how you get a real estate license or a CDO. It's the same thing, but this is just the financial industry. Every industry has their own specific type of license or award or something, a certification. That's what it's called. That's a good name for it, certification. So, I mean, like, every contract that I do with a provider, an independent auditor that does not work for the city, but that works for these providers, they can charge them $20,000 to $30,000 per contract. So some entities have multiple contracts from the government. So I'm not sure if they probably get them a flat fee or if they be like, okay, I'll do this contract, and I need $30,000 each, or I don't know how they pay as of yet because I ain't there yet, but I will be. I'm keep speaking it into existence, all right? Because my grandma always told me everything lies within the power of the tongue. So I'm going to use my tongue for positivity. And I'm a sage. I could use my tongue for some negative shit too, but I'm like so past that in my life because I'm a mom of 4 kids. I have 4 kids. I have a 9-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 2, and a 1-year-old. So I really don't have time for drama and negativity. All I have time for is making my money, stacking my money, saving my money, investing my money, because one day I will be a millionaire and I will be helping my community get on their feet, because we're gonna change this. We're not gonna be the poorest people in this country anymore. We're not gonna be living below the poverty line. I'm sick of this shit, and so I'm here. I have arrived, y'all. I never felt so confident before until now. Like, I have arrived. I found my niche. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get real. We're going to be honest, because it's okay to be honest. Don't be ashamed, because the next person, you might be thinking you're doing real bad. And there's somebody out here that's doing worse than you. I'll be saying that sometimes, even on my bad days. I'll be like, damn, I don't got no money. I probably got like $100 in my account. But I'm cool because my bills is paid. My refrigerator is full. My refrigerator and my deep freezer, okay? I have gas in my car so I can get to work. I'm not behind on no bills. My biggest issue is my credit, y'all. I will be honest with y'all. I have 8 credit cards. And some of them have high balances, or, high, like, what is that? Yeah, it's a balance. Some of them have high balances, and then some of them have low balances. And some of them damn near maxed out. But that's because I give my kids any and everything they want. So if we out somewhere and they ask for something, if I don't got it in my 2 checkers accounts or my 2 savings accounts, if I don't got it in my other account where my stocks, if I feel like sometimes, yes, I'll put my money in my stocks, and if my kids want something, I will cash my stocks out and I will get them whatever they want. Maybe I am creative monsters, who knows? But that's all I know, because that's exactly what my mom did for me and my siblings. I don't even have to say siblings. Me and my sisters. Excuse me. So that's all I know, is to spoil you and to just do whatever I can for my kids. But I'm also learning that I have to save my money. I have to acquire land because I have so many kids. I need them to have their own. I don't need them to be in a property, me renting for 20 years, and then I die, and now they don't got nowhere to live because the landlord just kicked them the fuck out. And that be our problem too. Like, y'all motherfuckers dumb as shit. Y'all get killed over blocks that y'all moms don't even own. Like, come on now, Jay-Z done told y'all. y'all don't be listening. Like, y'all live in communities that the government own. We gotta change the narrative. We have to change up the system. Matter of fact, we need to break the system and take that motherfucker down for real, if we're getting, serious. But I don't want nobody to think, I want to try to start a war or none of that. But when I mean by break that system, I mean change these statistics. Change the narrative. Why we gotta be the poorest motherfucking people? Well, we the ones that invented majority of the shit that they use. We the ones that created a black man made the plans and layouts to Washington D.C. Like, we have done so much. I don't even want to get into how much we done created and made. Oh, the GPS, black woman. So much stuff we have accomplished, but yet statistics state we are still the lowest people in the totem pole. We are still the crabs in the barrel. And all we do is put each other down instead of building each other up and supporting each other. If you have a friend and they're good at what they do and you got some side money, invest in your friend business. Help your friend out. Come together. Let me tell y'all something, because I talk to a lot of different people from a lot of different countries, right? I used to be a flight attendant. So I have been around, I met so many different people from so many different countries, even working at the airport. Before I was a flight attendant, I used to push wheelchairs for prospect. So when I tell y'all, I know the struggle, I am the struggle, it came from the struggle. Like, I'm not rich where how I want to be. I'm not wealthy as of yet, but I know where I want to go and where I'm going and where I'm going to take me and my community. Y'all too, because we deserve better. We do too much. We struggle too hard to make these rich people in charge richer, and we still poor. Like, for perfect example, the man that created Coke, right? He said, yeah, he sell Coke, but guess what? I'm talking about Coca-Cola, y'all. But guess what? He don't drink it. So he already know the shit poison, the shit battery acid, just like the Pepsi. But they ain't drinking that shit, but they selling it to us, right? You go inside every poppy store, any store or whatever, where we at, you see that stuff. You go out in the counties, you see that stuff. But the further you go outside your area, you don't see a lot of things. And that's another problem with, especially people from Philly. Motherfuckers move from South Philly to Northeast and think they done got out somewhere. No, it is more places other than Philadelphia, y'all. This country alone, the United States, have pretty places and beautiful mountains and bridges and all kinds of stuff that I have seen with my own eyes. Been there, right? So we have to get out of the mindset. We have to break out this cloud. Every time, let me tell you something, and don't think I'm crazy, but listen. Every time I used to fly back into Philly, first of all, I used to be upset that I'm going anyway because I used to be away from my kids. My two older kids, I was a flight attendant when they were like 2 and 3. So when I was going away from them, first of all, I would lose my mind. But every time I came back to Philly, I would be happy to be home to get to my kids, but I would be so gloomy. Even now, when I take my kids on vacation and we driving or we go somewhere, when I come back here, I just get so sad, so overwhelmed. So, I don't know. It's just, Philly just got this negative energy around it. So I want us from Philly to learn how to get out this motherfucker. We can always come back. The motherfucker that been in the corner gonna still be in the corner. Everybody's still gonna be doing the same shit. And I'm telling y'all that from my own experience of leaving and coming back. Motherfuckers don't change. It's like they happy or they stuck. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get people the fuck unstuck. I'm trying to figure out a way to make people take finances and the laws and all that stuff. Take that shit serious, because white people in their minds think like, oh, you know what, we could do whatever because they don't give a fuck, they don't read, they're dumb, I'm getting frustrated, so let me calm down. Okay, when I was flying, right, I was talking to this man, and I was like, oh, I'm in school to be an accountant. I'm almost done. It took me forever because my family used to call me Calvin from, House of Pain, because I was supposed to graduate in like 2014. Then I was supposed to graduate in 2017. And then I ended up graduating with my bachelor's in 2019, finally. I missed my graduation the first time because I was in school to be a flight attendant. And then I ended up failing my class because I'm so focused on getting my wings that I had so much going on. That's the type of person I am. Like, I'll have so much going on. I can't stay still. I probably got ADD or something. I ain't never been diagnosed, but I don't know. I can't stay still. I have to have my hands in so many things. But that also overwhelms me. I know I have self-awareness, so I know things I need to work on and fix within myself. But my whole goal initially was to just help my community, help people that look like me, help people that don't think or don't believe that they can escape from wherever it is, especially when you in the fucking hellhole. Because there been days when I felt like I was in the hellhole. Lord knows. But now I feel like I'm doing way much better for myself. Like, I got my own place for me and my kids. I have my own car. I don't depend on nobody but me. I ain't gonna say nobody because let me not do that. Because I do have a support system. I have 4 kids, yes. I have my mom, my kid's father, my sisters. That's my support system. These are the people that keep me grounded and tell me about myself and help me raise my village. Because it takes a village. And if you already got a village, whoo. So we be all over the place sometimes, y'all. But anyway, I just want y'all to know that it's something better. It's always something better. And you have to believe that it's something better. You have to be like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this shit. And you know what cracked me up? I remember when I used to live in the projects and shit. And I went to Girard College, right? And one year we watched Bring It Down the House. And they was like, all right, we're going to have to write about the movie, what y'all liked about it, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yeah, I wrote, like, this movie funny and all, but I'm tired of seeing the stereotypes of black people because little do y'all know, motherfuckers that live in the projects be wanting to get out. But they don't know how, or they don't have no support, or nobody believes in them, or they don't even fucking believe in themselves. So that shit used to make me mad. Like, I'm like, y'all so dumb because what's portrayed on the, like social media, well, it wasn't social media then, because, this is the 90s, 2000s. But what's portrayed in the world as for black people is stereotypes. And they're not showing the real struggle of how we work, get treated like shit. We get disrespected by the staff. Or if you a person like me, let me tell you, so many white supervisors told me, because I done worked so many different jobs, y'all. Oh, it's your mouth, or you're rude, or you're mean. And I'm like, no, I'm just straight up. And I'm just going to give it to you how it is. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. Like, get out of my face with it. I don't have time. I have a short patience, and I shouldn't because I have 4 kids, but I do. Don't be on my face with no bullshit. Because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I really don't care. If it's not getting me money or not making me a better human being, then I don't care about it. Back to what I was saying, y'all, because I be going off on a tangent because I be getting so mad. Like, we really get treated like shit when we're the ones that make this motherfucking country go around. The Mexicans, the Dominicans, or the black people. It's us. It's us. But yet, we get treated like second-class citizens when this is our motherfucking country. And in order for us to really be somebody or do something, we gotta understand this is ours and we can get it too. We don't gotta be living paycheck to paycheck. We don't gotta be working these nut-ass jobs at these corporate offices, and they don't even have respect for us. Like, people be spending 10 years at a job, and then they want to give you a motherfucking goodie bag. Like, what? I just gave you 10 years of my life. I could die tomorrow. Like, perfect example. I worked at Hertz. I won't say this lady name because she has a family. But this lady dies. All right. A week later, they're like, oh, LaQwanda, you can sit there. I'm like, damn, no, I ain't sitting in her chair. Like, she just died. They told me business can go on. Like, get over it. I'm like, damn, like, y'all really just don't give a fuck. Y'all don't care about us. That moment there, and that was like, what? I had just stopped flying, so I'm going to say that was like 2018, 2019. From that moment forward, I knew, like, I will never give my life to none of these corporations. I will never be dedicated and spend 30 years, 20 years at a motherfucking place. I'm going to go into entrepreneurship. I am going to have my own. I'm going to be my own boss and my own woman. And then y'all going to be mad because I'm going to hire black people. Yeah, I'm going to hire Mexicans. I'm going to hire everybody who get treated like shit. And I'm going to make sure that they're good and their family's good. That's why I love a motherfucker like 50 Cent or Tyler Perry or Candy. I love people like them because they take care of their families. They hold down the fort. They make sure everybody's good. And they're still trying, either trying to acquire wealth or have wealth. They are the type of people we need to be watching and looking up to and trying to figure out what type of moves they're making. And that's another thing. Black people, we fail because we don't be knowing about business or how business is conducted and how contracts go. Don't just sign your name on shit. Like my cousin, when he was getting into his little rap thing and he met with Rick Ross and them, I told my cousin, I'm like, I'm proud of you, but don't just sign no shit, bro. You make sure you get a lawyer. You make sure you look at stuff. And I told him, I said, if you need an accountant, you know your cousin got you. I wouldn't even, if my cousin would have went and decided to go the music route, I wouldn't even charge my cousin to be his accountant. You know why? Because I just want to make sure you good, because I know that he eventually probably makes sure his family good. And if he didn't, it wouldn't even matter. I know I did something good in my heart. Like, I made sure my cousin money was good. I made sure ain't nobody stole from him. I made sure nobody went over a percentage or a fee and all that stuff. Because it be in the dotted lines. But everybody be so quick to be like, oh, hey, here go $100,000 or here go $250,000. And then us, being from where we from, we ain't never had that kind of money in our lives. So we like, yay. Or dumb. Yay. Okay, where do I sign? Oh, let me sign right now. Oh, my God. Yes, let me get my money. Oh, let me get my $500,000 or my $250,000. Yes. No. We want royalties, baby. We want ownership. And sometimes you can't always go the independent route. Sometimes you need different corporations, or you need, like, for example, Housewives. That's my show, so I'll use that for example. Housewives. A lot of these housewives, people ain't start doing stuff like the Housewives until Candy. And what's that lady name? She just told Kim and Croy to pay their fucking bills. Ooh, I can't think her name. But she's in charge of the skinny girl drinks, skinny girl, all that stuff. She owned it. These women started promoting themselves. They were using that platform to promote themselves, to get their names out there, get their brands out there. I think that's okay. But you make sure you have your stuff written away in the dollar line so you can have money. You take that money that they give you and then you invest in something else. So you buy stocks. But like, I'm not going to say buy stocks right now because the stock market I've been watching lately, it's been shitty, you know. But yes, you got to keep an eye on it. And that's what I'm here for, y'all. I'm here to teach you about stocks. I'm here to teach you about contracts. We're going to talk business. We're going to talk accounting. We're going to talk budgeting. We're going to talk about everything that has to do with our money. Because we are on a journey to financial freedom. I am, you am, like you am. I am, y'all are, we all are, shit. We on a journey to financial freedom. We on a journey to getting our money right. We on a journey to be living better and eating good because we want to do the same thing. Like, I'm going to get into this another time, but I know for a fact, y'all, we are being targeted for our money. If you live, for example, I live in Philly, the insurance, right? My car insurance, everything goes by zip codes, y'all. So my zip code is like a dangerous area, so they say, even though It shoots everywhere in Philly, but whatever. So, my premium is a little higher. But if I lived in the suburbs and all that, I would have like $79 insurance. So that's what I'm saying. We are targeted. Everybody else that lives in better zip codes than us get better schools, get better roads, get better quality things in stores. Like, y'all, let me tell you something. I just did an experiment, right? Last week, one week I went to Walmart, and then another day I went to Target, right? I bought the same kind of pull-ups. They was higher. I think they was higher at Target, but I got more in the box or whatever. But either way, these are the exact brand of pull-ups, right? Pamper Ups, because I like Pampers. Y'all, the ones from Target was a better quality than the ones from Walmart. So I was like, damn, every which way, they try their hardest to scheme us. Because, like, black people shop at Target, but, they always say the bougie black people shop at Target. But I don't know. But I love Target and I love Walmart. I'm going wherever the deal is. And that's another thing. You go where the deal is, not the brand. Because the brand really don't give a fuck about you. And I learned this in this marketing class this week. Not this week. Like, these last couple weeks. That's why I wasn't, posting as much or promoting myself, because I was finishing up my papers for my marketing class that just ended today. But I turned my final one yesterday, so I'm not worried. And I have a 97, so I still have my 4.0. What? Yes. So that's great. But back to what I was saying. We are targeted. They target us for our money. They give celebrities all these expensive ass clothes to wear so we could go out and buy it. But guess what? Them people that own those companies really don't like us. They really don't want us wearing their products, but they like our money. So we have to figure out what we want to do. Do we want to keep supporting and making these people rich, or we want to make ourselves rich here? So that's what I'm gonna leave on your mind. What do you want to do? Do you want to make some money and be rich, or if not even be rich, have wealth? And when I say wealth, like, we gotta stop thinking about money. We talking about all kinds of assets, whether that's a business, some land, anything that's viable for you in the end. And you always going to have expenses no matter what you do. But we still need to find a way to just acquire more wealth. So I'm going to leave that there. How y'all thinking? Like, what y'all want to do? Because I'm telling we being targeted. We being targeted for our money. We being targeted on our health. I watch the news like damn near every day, to the point where I was just like, you know what? Let me stop watching this shit. Because I feel like this is really depressing me, seeing these young kids getting shot up, especially since I lost my cousin to gun violence and I lost my daughter's father to gun violence. So that's a touchy thing for me. Lost my cousin in 2020, and I lost my baby father in 2016. Yes, 2016. So that gun violence shit really hit home. So I don't like this shit. Like, throw your hands up, rumble, like, whatever. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I just want us to be on something different. We need to be on a new wave. We need to see new things, travel outside the city, travel outside. Start state by state. If you can't afford to get the fuck out the country. And don't drive to fuck the Jersey. I'm tired of motherfuckers telling me they went to Jersey. Okay, that's across the bridge. And don't fucking drive to Delaware. Get out the tri-state area. Drive somewhere else. Go to fuck to New York. And I ain't talking about like the city of New York. I'm talking about upstate New York. I love upstate New York. Even though it don't be. It was so funny when one day I was in upstate New York. I think I was in was it Watertown? I don't know. I don't know if it was Watertown or I know it was close to Canada. I forgot. Or Ithaca. I think it was Ithaca, because I love me Ithaca, New York. So I'm sitting here like, damn, ain't none of me. Yo, when I seen the first black person, I started waving real hard like, hey! They did the same shit. Like, and they was in their car, and they waved at me too. And it was like, yeah, it's not really that many of us out here. And I was like, I see. Like, because when I was going to stores, because I'm a flight attendant, so I'm really by myself all the time at this moment. So when I'm going to stores and stuff, like, people are looking at me funny, like, what you doing around here? Like, or why you here and stuff like that. And I used to wear my little shirts I used to make. Because I have a t-shirt. I'm going to stop saying little. I do that too much. I have a t-shirt line as well. Well, it's LaQwanda Marie's boutique. But I need to get vendors and all that stuff. That's another business venture for another time. That's like a little hobby I love to do. I love to make t-shirts and custom design and stuff. But with 4 kids, it's hard to make time for all this stuff. Anyway, yo, I don't know what else to say, because I need y'all to understand. Y'all can't be embarrassed to talk about it. I'm not about to be on here because some of y'all know me. Y'all know the old me, so y'all think I'm going to be telling y'all business and shit like that. No, it's not that type of time. The type of time we on is getting money and helping each other get money. I'm going to be telling y'all shit that I learned in marketing classes and all these other classes while I'm on my journey to get my CPA. I'm going to be giving y'all shit that they telling me that I'm paying for, because I'm still going to be like that. You're like, yo, see, I'm in debt, but I'm in student loan debt. Hopefully that shit get forgiven. But if not, like, they'll get their payments. I'm going to send them $50 every month. It's like, something is better than nothing. Until they figure out what they're going to do and how they're going to improve it or whatever. Because I do work for the government, so I know something is going to get forgiven. If not all. Excuse me. But I just want to leave this here. Like, we need to do better. We need to be able to be free about talking about finances, because it's okay. And we need to be honest. Like, it's okay to be honest. We don't gotta be fronting all the damn time. It's okay. I will teach y'all how to look good on a budget, okay? I will teach y'all how to spread some shit out. Like, maybe you can't get to nails done every week or every 2 weeks. Try that shit once a month. Because sometimes because I got 4 kids, so when I break a fucking nail, sometimes I don't even want to go back and get my nails done. And I be getting overlays. But my nails be my natural nail. Every time I get that shit, my natural nails be growing so long, like, and that shit hurt. But I don't go get no refill. You gotta learn how to budget. You gotta learn how to save. Saving is very important. But you can't just save. You have to invest. You have to put your money somewhere into something. But put it into something that's going to get you a return. Which a return is just, get you money back, get you some more money. But don't invest in your cousin and you know that motherfucker going to smoke your shit up. Like, I ain't talking about like that. I'm talking about somebody that's close to you that you know. Like, okay, if they had this money, they could do this. One of my little cousins was so good at making shirts, right? I told him, because he was paying somebody to do it. I'm like, no, I'll be making shirts. I come to my house, because at the time I was living at my mom's house. In the garage, I had all my heat presses and shit set up, and my ring light, everything set up. So I'm like, come to my little dungeon area, and I'm going to show you my little office, my home office, and I'm going to show you how I do this shit. Show that nigga how to press, how to make shit, so he ain't had to pay nobody. This nigga fronted on me to this day. Like, I don't even fuck with him no more. But I'm like, at least I know. Like, I feel good because, motherfucker, I taught you something. And guess what? He doing so good. Anytime I go to, like, pick up my little sister, go to different high schools and stuff, I be seeing motherfuckers with his shit on. And I was like, that's my little cousin. And I showed him how to do this shit. And I'm proud of him, even though I don't fuck with him. Or he don't fuck with me, whatever. But overall, I'm going to close this out because I'm at 33 minutes. This is long as fuck. And I know y'all ain't even going to listen to the motherfucking end, but it's cool. Some of y'all will, some of y'all won't. But we really got to change the narrative. Change the narrative. I wanted to get into the account equation, But I wanted to talk about shit that I've been just seeing, articles I've been reading, news, everything that's just been going on. And I'm just really noticing, like, damn, black people, we are targeted, y'all. We're targeted for our organs. We're targeted for our money. We're targeted for our motherfucking lives. Because niggas be locked up. If you ain't locked up or dead, you working hard for a motherfucking company that don't give a fuck if you die tomorrow. And that's my issue. And that's why I'm creating this podcast. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because these corporations that we give our lives to don't give a fuck about us. Not zero fucks. They just want us to work for them to make them money. And everybody has to work. Everybody has to do something. But it's to the point where it's like, no, we not doing this shit no more. We're not going to keep living below the poverty line and paycheck to paycheck and shit. Who wants to live like that? Because I know I don't. Do you? I know the fuck you don't. Some gotta give. Some gotta be better. Like, hire your own fucking kids to work for y'all. Don't hire my kids. Shit, my kids will be working for me. Because this is just, This world is so fucked up, and I feel like since it's so fucked up, I'm gonna make the best of it in my life. I ain't dealing with no bullshit. I ain't dealing with no drama. I'm getting money. And everybody around me getting money too. Everybody that counting me getting money too, because I'm pushing you to. You got a good idea, you need an investment, bro, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna show you how to get some contracts, some grants. And not too much of that either, because I ain't trying to lose my motherfucking job. I ain't worth my livelihood. But I will point y'all to the right direction. I will tell y'all what website to go to. I could do that. But that's about it. But this podcast really is for me to document my journey, as I said. Tell y'all what's going on in the accounting industry, in the finance industry. Because it don't gotta be accounting. I just say we're talking accounting every day because I'm a motherfucking accountant. But we're going to be talking money management, period. We're going to be talking saving, period. We are talking about growing as a community and as an individual, like, so you could be better for your kids, or if you don't got kids, be better for your siblings or your parents. Show them, like, the way y'all did it and all that. It's cool and all, and thank you for what you have done, but let me show you how I'm gonna do it. All right, y'all, signing out. This your girl LaQwanda Marie. Like, share, subscribe, engage, y'all. Tell me what's going on. Like, ask any question about your finances or how you should save better. Like, I can't help you if you're gonna be silent. You can watch all you want, but if you ain't gonna ask no questions, like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you. Like, help me help you. Okay, bye.